Basketball in store for you. We're live at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, they come in off a loss to the Dallas Mavericks. The kick out to Tatum. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Bay. There's the lob for Harris. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And here is Tatum, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. To the left side wing. Nobody near Schroeder. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Well, not known as an outside shooter. He's definitely working on his three-point accuracy.
Young outside. Pass to Bay. In the corner, Horford with it. Young outside. Shoots over Schroeder. The rebound by Anderson.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Back to Tatum. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. That gives them the lead.
Anderson that time shooting without any hesitation. Slow-mo getting one off.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Horford. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. He complimented Trae Young's toughness. Coach said every team tries to be physical with him, and the net effect is you end up sending him to the free throw line all the time. So it sounds like they're going to try to come up with a different approach. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Bogdanovich, that's for two. And Schroeder stays with it. Schroeder's got 5 now.
Well, Schroeder down there sneaking in and able to pick up a loose ball board and get a hoop.
Back to Young. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Schroeder with the ball. He's got 5. Pass to Tatum. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Tatum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Schroeder. Outside Bogdanovic. And the 3 off target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's Young on the wing. From outside the arc. Traps in the tray. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. It's Schroeder with the drive. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, a level of engagement that Horford brings on the defensive end every night is impressive. Terrific block there.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Tatum on the wing. Tatum on the wing. To end the run. Yep, that one goes in there.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
And it's Brogdon off the drive. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And that does it for the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
I'm loving the ping pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Smith, and the layup's good off the glass. Smith's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Okeke. Back to Crawford. Bain. No good from outside.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Smith outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5-stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
Now here is Smith. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
Ariza rising and firing.
And so Crawford will bring it up for San Antonio. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Crawford, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Okeke. Now Monk. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Over to the left wing. And Horford wide open. He shoots. The Thunder with another miss. Spurs trail by 9. Pass to Crawford. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. To the inside. And Morris throws it down.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Young, good.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Pass to Monk from deep three-point range. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Young looking around. Here's Harris. At the top of the key, Horford. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Spurs trail by 6. Now Crawford. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Bain. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and gameplay. Young drives in. Three-pointer. Bang. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
So he gets them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Monk for 3. Eubanks grabs the miss. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Now, here is Young. 10 points for him. To the paint. And stolen by Tatum. Down low.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
The Thunder leading by 3. And Young, here we go. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Outside Tatum. Going inside for the tie. Another shot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand.
Trae Young looking like one of those young players who on a nightly basis gives you something you haven't seen before.
Here's Schroeder following the basket by Trae Young. Schroeder right side. The 3 from Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
And you've seen good instincts. Tatum gets buckets. His game is polished.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Thunder shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Chalk up 2 there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Outside Tatum. And stolen by Harris. And here's Young. 16 points for him. To the middle. Here's Horford. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. And it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Bogdanovich. Spurs passing it around. 4 on the clock. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Young. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Well, this guy keeps learning from each and every coverage on the pick and roll. Trae Young getting some serious chops playing out of that set.
And here are the Thunder now. A 2-point game. Floats it up for Horford. Hammers the alley-oop through.
When you have a big like Horford setting the screen and rolling to the bucket, there's sometimes nothing the D is able to do.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Young's shot is good. Young's got 10 points here in the second half.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Bogdanovich left side. Anderson outside. Pass to Schroeder. Back to Anderson. And here's Bogdanovich for the three. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Now, here is Young. And stolen by Tatum. Schroeder, left side, inside, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The three from Tatum. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 8. Live from the AT&T Center in and this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Spurs trail by 8. Outside, Bogdanovich. The tray. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. J.R. Smith on the wing. Off target from three-point range. Smith on the wing. Pass to Eubanks. Kicks it out to Jones. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Crawford looking over the floor. Takes the three. Good on the three-point shot.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up with the Thunder. Leading by 5. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Brogdon inside the line. And good. He nails it.
I think Brogdon has come into the league with a great bit of patience in playing the pick and roll. So the more experience he gets, the more aggressive he'll get.
Bain. Pass to Monk. Crawford, no one around him. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. San Antonio calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Trae Young not afraid to make passes like that. Great vision.
Back to Crawford. From deep. Here's Morris. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
And it's a feel-good night from behind the three-point line, racking up a ton of threes.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Lets it go from deep. No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. He gets it in there. And it's now 22 points for Trae Young.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
So it's San Antonio now. They trail by 9 points. Tatum on the wing. Tatum on the wing. Pass to Monk. Crawford outside. Clock at 6. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw is good.
Earning all rookie first team honors after a brilliant first year, Tatum quickly became a fan favorite.
Monk with the ball. Fires for 3. Drills it from outside.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Back to Young. And he drives in. And he comes up with the deuce. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Pass to Bay. And stolen by Tatum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Awesome ability to focus there by Tatum. He just has a feel and a belief in what he's doing out there.
Here's Young. And it's good. 2 points. Young's got 26 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
It's Crawford on the wing. Pass to Morris. Outside Tatum. Monk for 3. The shot misses. And Horford will bring it up for Oklahoma City. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take... Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Bay, no good. And the Spurs with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Here's Tatum. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Shifty, elusive, offensively. Tatum's scoring potential is through the roof.
Here's DiVincenzo. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and